Hi everyone! This time we'll be diving at the Gili Meno dive site. We'll explore everything this beautiful place has to offer. Gili Meno, the most tranquil of Lombok's Gili Islands, holds a majestic and magical underwater charm. While the island offers absolute tranquility above the surface, its underwater world is a vibrant, colorful natural theater, holding surprises around every coral reef. For a diver, the dive sites on Gili Meno are not just ordinary diving spots, but rather a captivating visual adventure. The seawater at this dive site is crystal clear, with visibility exceeding 20 meters. The temperature is also warm, around 25 degrees Celsius, and the currents are relatively calm. This makes it a comfortable place to enjoy the tropical underwater ecosystem. Wow! We were so lucky it wasn't long before we caught this moment. This animal is a group of white-tip reef sharks, Trianodon obesus. There are several distinctive characteristics of this species of shark. We can see the bright white color at the tip of its dorsal fin and the tip of its caudal fin. This is their main identifying mark. Unlike pelagic sharks, such as hammerheads or great whites, which must constantly swim to breathe, white-tip sharks can pump water through their gills while stationary. Therefore, they are often found sleeping or relaxing on sandy bottoms, or in caves or coral crevices during the day. Their bodies are relatively slender and flat, adapted for squeezing into narrow crevices in coral reefs while hunting prey, such as small fish or octopus, at night. This type of shark is generally not aggressive and tends to be shy towards divers, as long as they are not provoked or cornered in the caves where they rest. We continued our dive, following the gentle currents on the seabed of Gili Meno. Visibility remained good, allowing us to comfortably and clearly enjoy the beautiful scenery. The black fish with a white fin at the base of their tails are the black rabbitfish. On the top right is a beautiful, flat-bodied fish with a combination of white and yellow, namely the pyramid butterfly fish, whose scientific name is Hematorix polylepis. These are large spherical colonies of hard stony corals that grow on reef structures. We encountered a group of bluefin trevally, often called bluefin kuo, Caranx melampigas in Indonesia. This fish, a member of the Jack Trevally family, is known as a fast swimmer and a formidable hunter in coral reef areas. The seabed in the waters of Gili Meno is filled with various types of coral reefs, among which are large chunks of coral reef filled with colonies of soft coral, possibly of the Dendronephthia or Stereonephthia species. Nearly the entire surface of this coral mound is covered in small, bright yellow, tending toward orange soft coral growths. This type of soft coral lacks a hard, lime skeleton, and instead relies on water pressure within its body to maintain its upright position and capture food plankton from ocean currents. This is the ribbon eel Rhinuraena quaesita, one of the most iconic creatures and a favorite of underwater photographers. This is an adult male eel, characterized by its electric blue body coloration that contrasts sharply with its yellow dorsal fin and mouth. This eel looks like it's opening its mouth wide. Don't worry, it's not angry or aggressive. Ribbon eels open and close their mouths to pump water over their gills so they can breathe. Here's one of the most famous marine animals, the clownfish, or more commonly known as the anemonefish, Genius amphiprion. This is the fish that inspired the character Nemo in the animated film. Look, there's a surgeonfish, a member of the sandbar botanical family. During this dive, the current wasn't too strong, allowing us to do a drift dive. Drift diving is a diving technique in which the diver allows themselves to be carried along by the ocean current, rather than swimming against it. Imagine floating on a moving river in the ocean. You simply maintain your buoyancy to maintain stability. Then enjoy the underwater scenery moving past you without much finning. We met again with bluefin trevally, or as local divers call them, coo or jackfish. In their natural habitat, bluefin trevally have beautiful electric on their backs. With neon blue fins, their silver bodies seemingly reflecting the blue of the surrounding seawater. Wow! What was that floating by? Is it a jellyfish, or some kind of soft-bodied planktonic like a transparent tunicator salp? Or is it just sea debris that happened to be carried by the current? I hope it's not something harmful to humans. Here you're not just diving, but embarking on a premium adventure. Gili Meno is the perfect blend of natural serenity and adrenaline-pumping adventure. Time seems to stand still, and the world feels at peace. As soon as you jump into the crystal-clear water, you'll immediately enter a stunning underwater oasis. Beneath the massive mounds of ancient brain coral lies the secret of true adventure. From the mystery of its blue waters to the wonders of its coral reefs, Gili Meno offers an adventure story you'll never tire of retelling. Take a deep breath and let Gili Meno captivate your adventurous spirit. This isn't just another diving story. It's part of your life's best memory. Get ready. The underwater paradise of Gili Meno is calling your name. It seems our local guide found something interesting. I wonder what it is. Finding these beautiful little creatures underwater is a major challenge for divers. We must be quite observant. This is a very iconic type of small, micro marine shrimp called the emperor shrimp, Periclymenus imperator. They are indeed very tiny and usually constantly on the move. We tried to swim against the current. Even though the current wasn't very strong, it made it difficult for us to move forward. We passed the giant barrel sponge, Cestospongia muta. Many Indonesian divers also often call it the sponge tong, or Karang Kuali sponge tong, because of its shape, which resembles a large barrel or cauldron on the seabed. Smile! Say cheese. He's taking a picture of us. Hey, what's that buzzing sound? Look, there's a boat going above us. But don't worry, we're far enough down on the ocean floor that the boat's propellers won't harm us. The fish swimming near the coral reef are juvenile transitional midnight snappers, Macular macularis, or their close relatives, the black and white snappers, Macular niger. In Indonesia, these fish from the Lutjanidae family are often called Bambangan fish, or black and white reef snappers. Reef fish species, such as the midnight snapper, often live alongside or swim near other groups of fish in clear reef slope areas. This is one of the most feared and avoided fish by divers worldwide. This is the Titan triggerfish, Balastoid viridescens, also known as the Puget or Titan triggerfish in Indonesia. Despite its unique appearance, with its knitted-like scales and blackish yellow caudal fin, this fish is known for its highly aggressive temperament, especially during mating season or when guarding its nest. We were lucky. This time the fish did not show any aggression towards us. Oh no! Suddenly, my buddy flew up. Luckily, she was able to fix the problem and went back down to continue the dive. But don't worry, everything's fine. She didn't experience anything untoward at all. Hey, look! There's a sea turtle resting behind a coral rock. It looks like it's relaxing. Beside the sea turtles, there's a sea fan gorgonian coral. The large, branching structure, like a tree branch or a fan. These small bright blue fish with yellow accents are a type of sea climbing perch, most likely blue devil damselfish scientific name, Chrysiptera cyanea, or a variation of the yellowtail damselfish, Chrysiptera parasima. From a distance, several scuba divers could be seen diving. We weren't the only group of divers on this beautiful day. My buddy was playing with a group of small fish on the coral reef. She was trying to create small waves with his hands to scare them away. We passed giant boulders resembling boulders. They were colonies of massive hard corals, most likely of the genus Poretes. These corals have a very dense, heavy, and sturdy structure, like river rock. They grow very slowly, only adding a few millimeters to a few centimeters per year. Given its sheer size, even much larger than a diver's body, this coral colony is likely tens or even hundreds of years old. Massive corals like this act as main apartments or sturdy foundations for the smaller organisms on the reef. We passed a large expanse of leather coral, likely from the genus Sarcophaton or Sinularia, commonly called leather coral. This purplish-grayish-brown underwater coral was covered by colonies of leather coral. This type of coral grows closely together and spreads out following the contours of the seabed, so that when viewed from a distance, it looks like a velvet carpet or a hilly underwater meadow. This iconic yellow-black fish is often referred to as the Moorish butterfly fish or Tobias fish, and is globally famous for being the inspiration for the character named Gil in the animated film Finding Nemo. Imagine a bustling metropolis, yet built entirely from natural wonders and shrouded in a magical serenity. As you hover above it, your eyes are immediately drawn to the splendor of the multi-layered cabbage reef, blooming gracefully like giant flower petals on the seabed. Surrounding it, the sturdy fortress of Finger Reef grows densely, providing an oasis and a safe haven for thousands of lives. Just beneath the ripples of the water's surface, the true visual spectacle begins. The morning sun penetrates the crystal-clear blue water, creating a dramatic curtain of light that illuminates the lively feast of Anthias and damselfish. Down there, in the calm depths, the human body suddenly feels so small. Imagine yourself floating weightlessly like an astronaut, combing the giant walls of a massive, ancient coral structure. Your heartbeat rhythmically matches the sound of your regulator's breathing as you slowly approach a beautiful coral crevice on the seabed. This is the moment where adventure meets absolute peace. We met again with a group of black pyramid butterflyfish, or Hematorichthys zoster, also often called black butterflyfish. Unlike other butterflyfish species that like to hide alone among coral reefs, pyramid butterflyfish are a shallow pelagic type that like to swim in groups, schools, of dozens to hundreds. These beautiful, flat-bodied fish with fine striped patterns and bright yellow color on their backs are the Eastern Triangle butterflyfish, with the scientific name Chaeodon baronessa, or what local divers often know as the triangle butterflyfish or Baronang butterflyfish. This beautiful black fish is a type of surgeonfish or botana fish, most likely a chocolate surgeonfish, scientifically Acanthurus pyroferus, or a black variation of the bristle-toothed surgeonfish, genus Cenochaetus. Local Indonesian fishermen often refer to this fish from the Acanthuriae family as the black botana fish or sandskin fish. This tiny, bright yellow fish is the yellow damselfish scientific name, Palmacentrus amboinensis, also known as the Ambanes damselfish. Among local Indonesian divers, this fish is commonly called the yellow batok or yellow coral jay. The beautiful sight below us is typically layered table coral or lettuce coral, most likely from the genus Monchipora or Turbinaria. These corals grow in wide, flat plates with wavy edges, resembling at first glance the arrangement rose petals, or a pile of lettuce leaves on the seabed. The reason they grow in terraced layers, like rice terraces, is to share space and ensure each coral sheet receives sufficient sunlight. Sunlight is essential for photosynthesis by the zooxanthellae algae that live within their tissues, serving as their primary energy source. These small, horizontally striped black and white fish swimming nimbly among the finger corals are a group of juvenile striped wrasse, or more specifically, most likely Furline wrasse or Pseudochelinus tetrataenia, a close relative of the Lebridae family. In Indonesia, these tiny, agile fish are often referred to as striped wrasse or coral wrasse. It seemed we were almost at the end of our dive adventure. Our local guide had already launched a delayed surface marker buoy, or DSMB. The most common function of the DSMB is to inform the dive boat or the captain of your exact location during a safety stop, a voluntary emergency stop at a depth of 5 meters for 3 minutes. This way, the boat knows where to pick you up